Hey everyone, welcome to today's Facebook Live video. If you don't know, I help businesses grow their online presence and get them customers while engaging with their current ones. So my company is called SJC Digital Marketing, and I will be sharing marketing tips with you that you can implement yourself, super easy, and I'll give you like exactly how to do it. And if you're watching this in real time, please give me a like or a comment. If you're watching the replay, would love the same, maybe a share. So today's topic is how to find your target audience. So yesterday I went over the first step in creating a marketing strategy, which is needing to find your target audience. And it's really important because you need to know who you're talking to, who you're going to be sending this message to, and you really want to have a tailored messaging program for them. So there's going to be three ways that I'm going to talk about how you're going to figure out who your target demographic is. So one is going to be look at your data. Number two, survey your friends and family and strangers alike. And then number three, look at your competition. So number one is analyze your data. So who are your current customers and who have you worked with in the past? Take a look at your client list would be the first tactic. Just to figure out who you already have worked with, you can get a good sense. You probably have that over the top of your head, easy. Number two would be taking a look at your social media analytics. So take a look at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Facebook has a good analytics program where they give you how old your audience is, where they're living, female, male, things like that. Twitter has a really extensive analytics program, which is awesome. It'll even tell you income, their education level, some of the things that you can't see right off the bat. And Instagram has great analytics too. It's a little simpler, but you can still see age, sex, location. And so those are ways that you can take a look at who your audience is. And also website traffic is a great way. Most platforms have a basic analytics that you can take a look at. And if you're a bit savvier, you can look at Google Analytics. I highly recommend it. It's great for getting the nitty-gritty of the details and not just the overarching demographics. You can even take a look at what their interests are, what other websites they're looking out at, and how do they find you. So if they find you from another website or if they find you from social media, it's a great way to get a little bit more depth into who your customer is. I have a fellow marketer who has her own business kind of similar to mine, and she told me this story, which I thought was brilliant. So she has a real estate agent as a client, and she told him, you should have a YouTube page. It'll be great for getting people to know you. And she took a look at his Google Analytics. And so his target demographic was mostly women 25 to 35, young mothers or just starting their family. And, they had interests like real estate and home design, things that you would typically think, but they're also interested in cooking. And so she told him, you have to have a cooking video, and you have to do this because this is what your target demographic is interested in. And I just thought it was a very creative way of looking outside the box and doing something different. And people would stop him along the streets and be like, hey, I saw your YouTube videos. So it ended up being a really great tactic. And you can use that data to do, creative marketing. And I thought that was a cool example. So back to the second point, how to find your target demographic, is survey your friends and family. So create a Survey Monkey, and if you don't know what that is, it's this program. It's completely free. You can put together a list of questions of what do you shop? Where do you shop? Where do you live? What do you do for fun? Things like that. And you can ask your friends and your family and ask them to share. You could even post on social media, on Facebook or Twitter, do a little informal poll hey, would you be interested in this type of product or service? Why or why not? Use your resources and use people that love you and surround you to kind of get a good idea of who your target demographic is and what they're interested in. And number three, So take a look at your competition. So who's interacting with them on social media? Who's liking their stuff? Who's commenting? Who's following them? And if you have a brick and mortar store, like a flower shop or a retail store or an auto body shop or a restaurant, go into that location. Take a look at the people around there. Who's shopping? Who is just looking around? Who is walking outside of the store? Look at the foot traffic to get a good idea of like the kind of people that are around. So to recap, the 3 ways to find your target demographic would be: take a look at your data. Look at your social media data, your website data. And then number 2 would be survey your friends and family and your target demographic. And then number 3 is take a look at your competition. Look who's following them, who's interacting with them, and who's buying their stuff. So overall, I highly recommend doing your research before you create a marketing strategy. You want to know who you're talking to, what they're interested in, and in the end, it'll really benefit you because people will want to continue to follow you and work with you and fall in love with your brand. So I want to thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share this video, and I appreciate all the help, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.